Welcome everyone to ReactorCraft tutorial part 2 on my fusion reactor. And last where we left off, we placed down all of the toroidal magnets and rotated them properly. But in the process, I accidentally got rid of the blueprint. So, like, I can build one of these without the blueprint. It just helps so much if you actually have the blueprint. And I think I am one block off. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. There we go. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do today is the plasma injectors and the hydrogen plasma preheaters. Now, keep in mind, all of these are multi-block structures, so you will need lots of blocks and possibly lots of time. So what we're going to start off with is what blocks we're going to need for the hydrogen preheater, and that would be the plasma injector base, plasma injector lower corner, plasma injector side panel, top, upper corner, induction coil, column piece, hysteresis core, and we're also going to need to go to the ReactorCraft page and grab the plasma injector, as well as some magnetic linkage. Now we're going to start off building pretty much any one you want, but what you're going to do is grab the bottom piece and go to the very back, right here. Put it down, and go the whole way out to the end. Follow the blueprint. And then lower corners. And once you've got all that done, what I like to do next is place down my injector. Now keep in mind, whenever you place these things, you can see the little hole there, but it's not on any of the other sides, because it's always going to look the way you're not. So that when I'm looking this way, the whole face is towards me, towards me, towards me, and towards me. But when you keep in mind is that you want to keep these consistent and place them in the very center of these. So now we go to the back and go column, 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 and then upper corner, top, then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 1, 1, 2, down 1, 1, 2. Now we place the column, upper corner, and once all that's done, then you can get out your magnetic piping and go the whole way out to this. Now from there, what you want to do is get the hysteresis core blocks and fill in any space within the middle that hasn't been filled in. And then the rest is side panels, except for the blocks on either side of these. So you go up, over it, or around it. Now keep in mind, you're always keeping this block open, and do the same on the other side. Now, keep in mind when you go to place down the induction coil, always place it last, because that will complete it. But say you don't place it last, it won't work. So you just always place these last. And you do the same thing. Now, I've already shown you how to make one of these, so I'm going to cut here, and if you need reference, just play back the video and go to this. Alright, once that's done, and all four of these are consistent with the way the plasma injector heads are facing and all the multi-blocks have been completed, where you can go on to the preheater. Now for the preheater, you're going to need the housing corner, housing edge, housing face, laser concentration lens, thermal insulation core, as well as the hydrogen preheater. And we're going to also need some stuff from ReactorCraft, like the heat ray, liquid pipe, reservoir, any sort of power source. So I'm just going to use the creative industrial motor coil. I'm just going to grab some bevel and glass pane, and we're also going to want to grab some deuterium and tritium, which would be in here. Now, what I like to do is to go from every one of these and go 3 blocks out, and then place down my edges along there, down the corners, and start with the basic shape of a cube. Then you take the edges and go up 3, up 3, up 3, up 3. Then around the outside, but leave the center empty. Fill in this side. Around the outside, but leave the center empty. And around the outside, but leave the center empty. Now, after this, what we want to do is take the thermal insulation cores and fill it in. Not the whole way, though, just in certain locations. Like this. So we have each of these emptied out. Then you take the hydrogen preheater, the liquid pipes. Oh yeah, and we're also going to need the magnetic coil thing, the magnetic containment pipes. Now we're going to put the liquid pipes down here, here. Take the laser concentration lenses, put them there. Then go up 1, 2, and 3 with those, and fill in the rest with insulation core. And then edge. No, these are corners. Put the edges on. And then fill in even more of these. And now we go up here and put even more corners on, more edges. And this has to be facing up, and then you just replace one of these. And then this is what it'll look like. So now from here, you take the reservoir, put one here, put one here, or you could just hook it directly to one of the sources of these. Put a glass panel on top of each of these. Get some deuterium. And some tritium. And what I like to do, instead of having to build the whole thing when I'm just messing around in creative mode, would be to just use the magic wand on these and make them endless. Okay? Now, what we're going to do from here is get the heat coils set up. So we're going to do this, this, and this. And then what we're going to do is place down this and that. And then break that. Set it to about a jet engine's worth of power. And then get a lever. And when you see that start spinning, you'll notice if you have it placed so far away, eventually this will actually heat up to the point where if you step in front of it, it'll actually light you on fire. So what we're going to do is just let this heat up, and actually in the meantime, we're also going to need a Van de Graaff. So let me grab one of these. Because if it were to somehow start making plasma, this pipe would melt and it would ruin the whole multi-ball. So what we need to do is place down one of these, and one of these, set it to about a jet engine's worth of power. And lever. But before you turn that on, make sure that this has something to go to it. Otherwise, this is what happens when they don't have anything to charge them with. This is what happens. And we don't want that happening to our fuel supply for this. So now that it's got a pipe there, you see it'll start charging it. And once that pipe is charged, it'll be allowed for plasma. But until then, we're also going to start building the other ones. So I'll do it once more, and then I'll cut it from there. So go 3 blocks out, place down, place down, place down, place all of these, then fill in the center, go up, go around the edge, fill in this side. And yes, the plasma containment pipes have to be on top. Okay, so now what we're going to do is get these back out. And go up to about here, and then put down the corners. But like I said, it doesn't really matter what order you place these in, as long as this isn't the last piece you put on. And then you just put the corners on, and then you're good. So we're gonna build outward with this. Ah, crap. I cannot place blocks today. Okay, so then we put you down, get rid of you, jet engine's worth of power. And then we take the reservoirs, glass pane, and then we're going to get the magic wand back out. Deuterium, max it, tritium, max it. And by the way, I've learned the hard way, don't use the magic wand on these if they're empty. It crashes the game. But now we're going to head back over here and see if this is ready by adding these, and then we'll give that time to create the plasma. I'm going to do the same thing, so I'm going to cut here. Alright, I made a mistake in how much torque we should add to these. It should actually be 8192 and not 1024, because it won't get hot enough in order to make the actual plasma. But this is what it'll look like if it's got plasma in it. So, once it's got this, you can take these and go and do this to actually check these, because I planned on doing this last episode, but I ran out of time to record. But what you want to do is take a ReactorCraft generator and find one of these that are on the, like, looking at the plasma injector. You want to go to the right of it and go to one of these. And go right below it. And it has to be one block below the outer ring. So you go straight below it. And then put a bevel gear down. And give it a jet engine's worth of power. And I know these aren't wrong because I remember having to go through all of these. But you see that it jumps up and then jumps over to this, and then it'll keep jumping. And if anywhere you see a cross, or it'll just stop, that's how you know it's either placed wrong or rotated incorrectly. But it'll keep going, and you can tell how much charge it's got left in it based on the color. Like here, it's turning colors from blue, yellow, red to black. So something I do is just put a ReactorCraft generator on each of these. So that would be one right here. And one right there. So you got 1, 2, and then it's going to keep going. You just keep placing them down. Just keep going. And over here it's blue. It's slowly going up to purple. And this would be orange and blue. ReactorCraft down. No. Yellow and blue? Yeah. Okay, so you got all that done. You can see here it's not jumping, but it doesn't matter because of right here. It's got its own power right here. So, next episode we're going to cover the solenoid and the water input as well as neutron absorbers and steam. But here, I'm going to show you an example of what would happen if you don't have the solenoid in there. That happens, and everything melts. But normally it'll actually shoot out the side, but I don't know why it didn't. Oh, I know why. Let them charge. Okay, so then what we want to do, make sure they're all charged, and then pulse it. And if you don't have the solenoid, this is what happens. So, if this happens with yours, do not break this because it will explode and send blocks flying. But what you want to do is just, for one, stay out of the beam, because it will kill you instantly, no matter what armor you have or any resistant level you have. But just wait for it to finish off and then empty out these pipes. So actually, you can probably do that now. And now we can walk in here and then replace all of these. You are going to have to reset this. But other than that, we're basically done for this episode. So I hope you all enjoyed and possibly learned something from this. And remember to always keep a backup of your worlds when doing anything modded or anything with this. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.